I'm gonna open for a minute so you know so I should start the video off there. Good morning, y'all. It is currently 9:12 a.m. and today is Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve, and contrary to what I look like and sound like, I'm excited. Woo. We have Jerry, can you put the blankets in the washing machine, please? Okay, I can finally go back in my spot. Somebody's done. Oh, this stuff, right? Just those, yeah. What do you think about my Harry? It needs to be washed? Okay. Alright, let me set y'all up properly. So, it's Christmas Eve. It's 9 o'clock. Everybody's in bed except for Jerry and I. I'm making coffee. Today's gonna be, I don't want to say a busy day, but it'll definitely be quite a few moving pieces. So, we are heading to church this evening for our Christmas Eve service. It looks like they're having some sort of show and lighting ceremony and all kind of things. Apparently Jeremiah is speaking. So maybe I'll put in some footage of him when I publish as well. But that's kind of the grounding part of our day. We know that we have to be there at 5:30, so everything else kind of has to center around that. Can I help you? Okay, please go ahead. Thanks so much. Other than that, we're having Christmas Eve brunch, just us. But if you don't know by now, I always gotta be a little bit extra. So I'll show you my table and everything there. But just spending some family time. My husband is home for like the next week actually, so it'll be really nice to just have some time. Now I'm gonna start strong, but I can't promise that I'm gonna end strong. Okay, because there's no school, there's no work, everybody's home. We all only have, so much patience. So we're going to start off like, go family, go. And in a couple of days, we'll probably be in our own individual spaces. So, what is my coffee? Hold on, because this boy just keeps throwing stuff everywhere. So yes, I have a ton of study to do for our father. He has given me quite the list. So I'm hoping that I can get breakfast or dinner started right now, and then I can hop on over to my study as I wait for it to cook. That's my goal. If not, then I'll probably have to spend the rest of the week on that, which is also fine. I'll probably end up spending the rest of the week on it anyway, but I definitely want to be obedient and make sure that I get to my studies. So that's my hope. I'm doing a New Year's Eve and a Christmas dinner. New Year's Eve. I am doing New Year's Eve, but I mean a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day dinner. And so nothing too crazy. But I don't really want to be in the kitchen tomorrow. So I'm going to get everything started. I'm actually doing a pot roast, but I'm going to try a new recipe. So I actually bought 2 pot roasts on purpose because they're kind of small, and I knew I was only making one like main dish, and I wanted to have enough so that I didn't have to cook too much this week. So I bought 2, And then yesterday, I just saw this random recipe for barbecue pot roast, which I've never had before. But it reminds me of like because beef, we only eat beef. I only eat beef. The kids eat pork, but I don't eat beef. But beef ribs are so expensive, and so there's like a cut of meat you can buy that basically mimics a beef rib, but it kind of looks like a roast, like a chuck steak kind of thing. So I'm thinking that the barbecue pot roast will probably taste similar to the like fake short rib recipe that I use. But it looked so good. The recipe is by AB from Grilling and Cooking with AB, or Cooking and Grilling with AB. It looks so good, and he has not yet steered me wrong. So I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna do one barbecue and one regular pot roast, and we'll see how it goes. And it's so simple, that's what makes me nervous. It's literally just pot roast in the pot with barbecue sauce. Now he uses his own barbecue sauce, which I didn't even know he had, but he claims you can do it with any barbecue sauce. So I've got my Sweet Baby Ray's, and I'm just gonna empty it out into the pot roast and pray, I guess. So that's the plan for That's the plan for this morning. I'm also making scratch cinnamon rolls, which I have not made in years. I'm using Ree Drummond's recipe, which is the recipe that I have always used. Ooh, hot. So it requires a lot of, rising time, waiting time, all of that stuff. So I just want to get it started and out of the way while I have energy. So I don't know why I promise y'all I don't come on here to record like when I know he's around. He just comes out of nowhere. I will say that pot roast is smelling good. The barbecue pot roast is in the oven, y'all. It actually should be coming out soon according to his recipe. So, and it smells really good. I was coming back on here to tell you that God is so good and amazing. And the last clip, I told you about how he asked me that question and I couldn't answer it. So I've been sitting here looking away. This, you can use that one. Oh. It's on my list when we go out. Gotta get some. So I've been sitting here minding my business and quietly just thinking. And it hit me. Answer to the question. That's your favorite word. Yeah, right. That was a lot. So, and no surprise, the answer was here all along. I'm just not very excited about it, and I think that's what it is. That's what it is. But what I currently sell on my website, well, on Frosting, is cruise magnets. That has been kind of my bread and butter. But I have found myself moving away from it. I don't know why. I guess because I thought I wanted something more exciting. But I like travel. I like coming up with designs. I love the idea of having magnets on your door when you cruise. And like that's just what I like. That's why I made it. And I can it's something I can do consistently. It's a way that I can, not get bored because I can always come up with a new design. I actually have some cool designs in my brain. I don't feel like something is missing that I've been working on. And I think I had just been so focused on, this is not going to be what I do anymore, that I just never took it seriously. So, and sitting here, I've gotten approval. I've gotten the okay that that's what it is, and that's what I need to double down on. And also, I need to start thinking about, which is one of the goals that I had. It's like I have all these names, I have all these brands, I have all these ideas, but like they're not cohesive. And I don't know what's for what and how to talk about one and the other and all of that. So right now I do have an Etsy shop. It has 5 stars. It's made some sales. So I'm not going to start a new page. But right now it's under the Frosting brand. And sorry, I'll make it pancake batter. Let me move because I know this water is going to be loud. Let me go over here.
I can turn it down a bit more.
Oh, it's okay. I'll move. I can come sit down for a second. Okay, so what I was saying is, I'm on the couch. What I was saying is, right now everything on my Etsy page is about frosting under the Frosting brand. One of the things that I knew I want to do for 2025 is to focus more on custom. I want to do events. I want to do, custom designs for people. Whether it be for event planners, event managers, or someone who's actually doing an event themselves. And so, what was I going to say? Sorry, I got distracted. So that's one thing. But that's not something I would sell on Etsy. That's not something I can, at this moment in time, rely on. That's something I have to build up my brand to be able to do. So that's one thing. That's Frosting Design Studio. And then this is the signature item. This is the thing that I am selling to the public. This is my product that I can say I want to generate X amount of sales per whatever. And it's also a way for me to get out any other creative ideas. So I think where I'm going to go is I'm going to rename the shop. I'm going to rename it I Like the Travel Magnet. I think it's fun. I think it kind of is a play on words. Like, obviously it's a travel magnet, but also it's like a magnet. Like, you're going to see these designs, or you're going to travel and you're going to become a magnet. it's just going to pull you to it. Right. So I like that. I'll probably wordsmith it a little bit. But I love the travel magnet as like my Etsy piece. And I want it to be like something like under the Frosting brand. So it's like frosting, and then you have Frosting Design Studio, which is for my custom work, and then you have the travel magnet, which is a product that we sell, and it'll have its own brand at some point. But right now I'm just going to focus on it being up on an Etsy shop. And the reason why I'm excited about this is because it still gives me an opportunity to branch out. So if I want to do drops, I can do like a travel guide. I could do travel planner. I could do I don't know, like something for a girl's trip, right? I could have the magnet, but I could also sell the bags and the t-shirt and all of that stuff. Like, I could still do those things. So I like that I'm not just kind of stuck into I only sell magnets and I'm going to get bored with making magnets. It's also something I've been doing for a while now. I have some ideas about how to make the products better, but I know how to make it, right? I know what to do. I know what materials I need. I'm familiar with it. So it's not like doing something completely new. And I built up, it's small, but I've built up a reputation on Etsy for being able to deliver well. So I'm really excited by that. I've got most of the designs already in my brain. Well, already done. Like, I know if I want to come up with a design right now, I don't have to start from scratch. I know how big they can be. I know more about color settings. Like, I'm really excited about that. And then one of my big long-term goals is like my retirement plan. I would like to have a wellness retreat. And so travel is going to be my life for some time. And I know that the more I travel, the more different places I travel and different ways that I travel, I will have even more ideas. And so I feel like the Travel Magnet brand will give me a chance to explore that in a way that doesn't box me in. So I'm really excited by that. And I'm so grateful to the Holy Spirit for giving me the space to think about it, asking the right questions, and also approving and signing off on this plan. So when I finally do sit down to do my goals, I'm going to be in a much better place than I was going to be if I would have done it without this part. So I'm really grateful about that. I'm excited. The ideas are like already coming. I have this idea. I feel like a lot of times we put up cruise magnets on the doors because, to celebrate something or just for fun or whatever, a milestone. But I had this idea of like, you don't have your phone most of the time unless you get the internet plan, but you may not have your phone on the cruise, and you might be traveling with other people. When we traveled with a group, with another family, our text and all of that, it was just like not reliable. And so like, what if you had a magnet to where you could have different pieces? So you could have mom, dad, brother, sister, and then you put like almost like like the inspiration is from Harry Potter, the Weasley clock. And on the Weasley clock, she had a clock, but each hand was a member of the family, and it would say like traveling, work, danger, like where it basically would say like where each member of the family was at that point in time. And so like, what if we created something like that for a cruise, right? And really lean heavily into the Harry Potter thing. I'm not the only person obsessed with Harry Potter still. I'm pretty sure my generation now have children and, want to embrace that. And so I think that could be a really cool idea, so that you could say like, okay, we're at the pool, or, mom and dad are sleeping, just to like let people know who you're traveling with or your actual family. Like if I can't find for us, it's like, if you get lost, if you don't know where we are, you need to go back to the room. That's always home base. Go to the room, we'll find you at the room. So you could go to the room and be like, oh, well, they're at the pool. Let me just run to the pool, see if I see them. It's an idea. So I started playing around with it, but I was on a time crunch, so I didn't get it done in time for our last cruise. But that's my first idea that I'm going to probably work on. It's a girl trip, which I probably will. It's my best-selling magnet, actually, so I'll probably update it a little bit. Like it's pink, like maybe make some other colors. And then I have I think another one I want to do is like for businesses. I have one company order like 30 of them for, I'm assuming it was a travel agency, for a trip that they took. So I want to be able to create some more that's geared towards that as well. So I'm excited. I finally have direction. And it's not far from what I already had, but it was a nice way of grounding me. Like he gave me a chance to just have the world, open it up, go ahead, think freely. What do you think makes the most sense? And look where I landed, right back to where I started. So that's good, reassuring, and I'm happy, joyful, excited. And now I'm gonna get back in the kitchen and get brunch going, because I think we're supposed to be eating in like 20 minutes, and nothing's done. All right, bye.